Well, for one thing, it was in Aruba, which is far away and hard to get to. Aside from that, the site itself was really complex. It was a very large atrium in a hotel, and we wanted to project over the whole thing. So the question was, how do we make this happen with this really odd configuration? And, where do the cameras go? How do you cover this whole thing? Availability of people and equipment in Aruba. So there were a lot of complexities. But I just handed it over to Indiewalls, and Indiewalls took absolutely full control. They coordinated with the property. They found all of the technical people. Just the whole thing was 100% in Indiewalls' hands from start to finish. So that was amazing.
Indiewalls was phenomenal in proposing different art that would carry forth for the entire brand. And that was a really important aspect of this project for reconcepting the entire brand of Sheraton.
Indiewalls really was fantastic at making sure that everybody was communicating. So because there's so many parties that needed to be involved in how this piece were installed, so the contractor, the architect, the designer, the owner, we were able to dialogue with the artist and understand her design process and where she was going with it. And I think what was great too is that she was able to bring ideas to the table as well. So it really becomes a very collaborative design piece. And I think, because we were in such constant communication with Indiewalls and the artists and everybody else, it all just really flowed very easily.
The installation was a 3-story space, and these mobiles were suspended from a skylight. These were actually, welded frames with really large linen panels. They managed the process from the conception all through the design and the engineering of the art itself, the attachment methods. So everything had to work seamlessly with the existing architecture. On top of that, this was sort of an active construction site. This wasn't art being installed in a perfectly clean space. There were other contractors and trades that needed to be worked around. It was very seamless installation.